What's up guys, Mecha Ish here, and we got a new line of 6-inch collectibles based off Killer Instinct, and we got Hisako. What? Let's do it.
Level 138 in progress. Prepare for launch in 3, 2.
Step out of your world.
Welcome back to another collectible figure review, and I got from the Killer Instinct universe, we got 6-inch Hisako, and you see here collectible figure series 1 wave 1, and that is Hisako from the Killer Instinct universe, made by Ultimate Source, Microsoft Studios, exclusive in-game unlockable, which is going to be an alternate costume. Great image of Hisako. I mean, she looks creepy, but it's still a great image of the character from the video game, and I love that logo. We'll turn it to the side. If you guys are unaware, we got a little bio here of Hisako.
Cut down centuries ago while defending her village from renegade soldiers, Hisako's eternal sleep is disturbed by Ultratech's machinations. Risen from the grave, she now hunts the perpetrators who have defiled her family's resting place and stolen their artifacts. With her father's shattered naginata in hand, Hisako tirelessly hunts the perpetrators, dragging them all into the spirit world for judgment.
Yeah, that just seemed like the appropriate voice to read the bio, right? But we got Hisako, a nice image of the... I don't know if that's the figure or just some artwork, but we'll see. That looks very creepy. Alright, now we go on to the back of the box. You see weapon-based articulation. Now, weapon-based articulation, the last time I saw that was with Jago. Now, Jago had weapon-based articulation, and he was very limited in articulation. All he had was just in his arms, you know, head rotation, just articulation well enough to maneuver his weapon. So, this seems to be the same thing here with Hisako, but we'll see when we open it up. Comes with removable base. Includes the Hisako figure, 2 weapons, and interchangeable victory scream head. Take a look at that head. Ah, it's going to give me nightmares. Alright, and we got that awesome weapon, that long staff there, bladed staff. Very cool. And we have here Fulgore and Jago, which I have already reviewed, so please check out the channel. Check out those reviews. And I got Saberwolf, Shadow Jago, Spinal, who has not come out yet, but I will be doing a review on each and every one of them as soon as they arrive. And I will be doing Saberwolf next, so guys, stay tuned. Subscribe so you don't miss out. Go on to the other side, and just an awesome image of the figure on the base. Killer Instinct, baby. Alright, so let's unbox this Hisako collectible figure. Let's see what we got here. Okay, now you have a pull tab here. I'm gonna flop that down there. I'm gonna pick this up. I'm bring it over to the side so you can see the contents of the box. Now, just as with the other boxes, we got here a nice card inserted inside the black plastic. You can see Killer Instinct, Hisako collectible figure, Series 1, Wave 1. I just dropped some of the accessories, but that's okay. Alright, so we have here collectible figure, Hisako. Highly detailed collectible figure was developed and sculpted by the dedicated Ultimate Source sculpting team. Fight on. In the back of the card here, you have a scratch off, which will give you an unlockable code to get that alternate costume. I'll be using that at a later date. Well, let's see. We have wrapped in plastic the beautiful weapon here. Nice bladed staff. Oh man, I mean, the sculpt work and the paint applications on these Killer Instinct figures thus far have been amazing. And we have another awesome looking weapon here. What are those? Rose blossoms? Rose blossoms there. That looks great. Alright, and we have the black plastic that is encasing the... Oh, let's see. Oh, I can take out that crazy looking head. Oh, man. Maybe I should keep that in the plastic where it's safe. But let's take this out together. Alright, come on. Get in there. Slides right out. She is encased in this plastic box. I'm going to remove this box. See what we got here. Okay, so you can see the stand. And turn it around here. Oh, there we go. There's that beautiful baby girl. Alright, we got Hisako. Let me hold her. I save you. Okay, anything else? Nothing else in this box. And nothing else in this black plastic here. So we have Hisako here, unboxed. And let me just show you guys. She is definitely the smallest of the bunch. And she just so happens to be crouched over, leaving her at 4 inches in height. Now, these are 6-inch scale collectible figures, so she does scale in well with Jago and Fulgore, so I'll be doing a comparison, sizing them all up together towards the end of the video. But this looks really cool. And let's just run down her articulation real quick, because they said weapon-based articulation. And if it's anything like Jago, which it seems like it might be, because I don't see any cuts here at the thighs, or there's no waist swivel. Let's run down the articulation, because it's probably very limited. Now, we got her sculpted hair here. You know, this is a removable head, I guess. All right, let's pop that off. Okay. Now, you can see there's a tiny ball joint there. And the head pops on, but is no articulation. Maybe, yeah, there you go, a little bit, very minimal in articulation because of her hair sculpt. So the hair sculpt is getting in the way of articulation, but it looks creepy nonetheless. We have here, there you go, you can see there's a shoulder cut, so she does have some range of motion there at the shoulder, 360 degrees, and there is a hinge on her left elbow. Now the hinge is able to extend and flex about that much. That's pretty cool. So she's pointing to her next victim, and with that hand there is a rotation at the left hand. Now on the left side there is a bicep cut. You can see an articulation point right there, nothing at the shoulder, so there is some range of motion there, which is cool. And she also has, it seems, a rotation. So you got a rotation, there's a bicep swivel, and then I'm going to hold this in place, and you can see there's also a swivel at the elbow joint there. So there's a lower bicep swivel. That's pretty cool. And we have a hinge as well. There's a hinge on this elbow, so it extends and then it flexes, of course. See the cut for her wrist articulation, but I'm going to try and turn it. It turns minimally, and I'm afraid to force it too much because, as you can tell, she has a very thin wrist. Therefore, it's using a thin plastic, and I do not want to rip apart the plastic. I have done that a few times in the past, getting too overzealous, but I'm going to take it easy, be cautious, and just rotate minimally. But I believe there's supposed to be a full 360 degree rotation there at her right wrist. Now, I showed you guys before, there's nothing at the waist, and it doesn't appear to be any cut at the thighs, no hip joints, nothing like that. Everything else from the, well, actually from the, yeah, the waist down is all static. All right, and then going on down, you see the peg holes for her stand. So that's pretty much it with articulation. While I have Hisako in hand, might as well talk about her sculpt and paint applications and what I think of it. Overall, I am really digging this look because Hisako is a creature that has been killed, has come back to avenge, and, you know, the dishonor of her and her family, right? So that's what this looks like. It looks like you're, you know, we've seen this a lot in horror movies where we got the creepy zombie, almost ghoulish ghost creature come back and just haunt the heck out of people. And this one does more than just haunt, but you can see the pasty white skin. I love how the robe, it's a beautiful kimono robe, and I love how as you go towards the edges of the sleeves and towards the bottom of the dress, how faded, tattered, and worn out it looks. And as you go towards the bottom of her legs, it looks like for ages she has been roaming through the mud, roaming through muck, roaming through whatever, the swamps, just to get after those people who have dishonored her. And that's what this looks like. So I am applauding the paint application on this figure because it does look a little sloppy, but that's what Hisako is. But other than that, I love the little variations in paint. You know, the hair is just a black sculpted piece there, nothing too special. I do love the highlight of this robe here is this ribbon for me. You can see how nicely sculpted the ribbon is, and red with a little, you know, black wash here and there. And then you can see the ribbon goes throughout the waist. You see the variation in red color there. But then you have this beautifully painted gold rope that wraps all the way around and goes underneath the ribbon. So I love that touch. That is a nice touch. And speaking of gold, we have her gold middle finger and the two rings that are also in that nice rich gold. So that is pretty cool. Now her head, let's get a closer look at the head. Let me take this head off. I'm going to put the other one on and show you guys. But just so you can see, look at that head sculpt. This is her pretty face. And I use the term loosely because you can see those sharp teeth. Ouch. And then, but she does have, you know, nicely painted red lipstick. Her lips are nice and red. So, you know, she's undead, came back from the dead. She's creepy as heck, but at least her lipstick is on right? And then she has that purple, but the eyes, you see the bright white with the pinpoint black pupils. And again, you have the pasty white flesh tone for her face. And the hair is just all black plastic, nothing painted there. Let me show you the alternate head, which is supposed to be her victory screaming head. Wow, kids, close your eyes. This is creepy. And now we have, you can see the yellow sharp teeth. Her mouth is wide open. You have the same eyes, just a crazier looking face. Now we turn it to the side. You can see there's a little cut there. You see the cut at the jaw, that's where it's glued on. I don't like that very much. I am unsure if that's how Hisako looks in the video game with that line going across her jaw, maybe. But I wish they would have smoothed it out a little bit more so that line is not so prominent, because it's really taken away. I mean, this is a creepy face. I think it might scare my kids, so I will not be displaying this head on the figure. But I will put it on for you guys right now just to show you guys. You have the ball joint and you have the hole for the ball to go into, and you just put it on, wiggle it a little bit, and there she is. So beautiful. Now Hisako also comes with two awesome bladed staffs, and I believe these are the Naginatas that the bio had mentioned. Now you can see how well sculpted this is. Look at that rich gold that they're using for the blade, and then you have the brown going on down to the rose blossoms here. I'm assuming they're rose blossoms. You got the nicely sculpted, just the staff looks great going down. And the rose blossoms look, kind of got a pink peach color going on. It looks orange here in the video from what I can see from the screen, but up close it's more pink and peach like in color. But going on down, you can see we have the brown going throughout, and this is a very flexible plastic, which is great. This is more sturdy up here, which it should be, because you shouldn't be playing around with sharp objects, guys. But the wood is nice and flexible, and that's cool. And then we have her other bladed accessory, which is, I guess, her more her standard blade, the Naginata weapon here. And you can see how nice that silver is on the blade. That looks very realistic. It looks sharp too, but very nice. Again, flexible, going down to the wooden part, which is not as flexible as the other weapon I showed you guys. But I love this touch of red, wrapped around, and then you have the nice gold base, and that just looks so cool. Well done. She also comes with this display base, which most likely is just part of her environmental stage, and I love that they add these in to just add to the character. And she does look like she's been walking through the swamp, and you can see the green mossy looking swamp areas here painted in over the ground, so that looks fantastic. And these appear to be maybe candles. You got a translucent plastic deal going on here. Now let's take a look at Hisako next to her boys from the same wave here. We got Fulgor, who's the tallest, and then we got Jago coming in second, and Hisako is definitely the shortest of the bunch. But you can see they're all very much scaled accordingly, according to the Killer Instinct universe. And Hisako is crouched forward a little bit, but they just look great together. I love how this whole line is shaping up. I can't wait to open up the rest of them so I can finally display them on my shelf. So that's very cool. There you have it, guys. My video review of the 6-inch Killer Instinct Hisako collectible figure from Ultimate Source. Now this is very cool. I'm happy to have this in my collection. And guys, stay tuned. I got a lot more Killer Instinct videos coming your way. I got a lot of other action figure video reviews coming your way. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out, and check out my channel for the previous reviews you may have missed. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a thumbs up if you did. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. You know what to do. Peace.